into this program? We thought. When we decided Masters in Tax was a good idea last year, we talked to people who graduated, we talked to professors. But with many things in life, sometimes experience is the only way you can truly understand it. Before fall court even started, we were hit with close to 100 pages of court cases to read. The literature flooded with tax jargon and concepts that were entirely foreign to us. We were introduced to a new language, and we struggled to keep up. Homework from property taxation kept us indoors reading cases and doing homework into the early mornings. And to really test us, many of us went through the stresses of getting a job at the same time. The stresses of attending firm socials, writing follow-up emails, and interviewing, all with the demand of the tax program, quickly added up. I remember weeks into the program coming home one night, around about 11 o'clock at night, still in suit, and just crashing on my couch and staring at the wall. I've been up since 7 o'clock, gone to class, studied, went to one social, wrote some follow-up emails, and then went to another one. I sat there exhausted as my life was buzzing by. The feelings of uncertainty inherent in searching for a job bubbled in my mind. The feeling of helplessness when you work so hard but see little in return loomed over me. And I soaked in this moment, and it was at that point I understood personally what I had heard through hearsay about the tax program. It's going to be one of the toughest years of your life. I'm sure we all went through moments like these, between the program, finding a job, and a plethora of situations we all deal with outside of school, family, relationships, finances. It's impossible not to feel a little battered at times. But even with all this, it's been manageable. And that's because we have had each other. Our classmates were there to step in and help when someone felt overwhelmed with all these things that were going on. When someone was busy preparing for an interview, classmates did the homework for you, which is quite convenient. When someone in our lives took a turn for the worst, we had classmates to talk to and help us through it. We've had the support group of our classmates this entire year. Our group began bonding right from the beginning as we commiserated over these tax court cases, tax homework, and searching for jobs. When Bill Ressler finished reading a question, our group bonded in the silence as everyone avoided eye contact and there was a little freeze of movement in the classroom. We shared that unfortunate experience when you heard your name followed by the Ressler tagline, "Whoa." The experience of your mind vacating as you ramble something you hope satisfies the stare. It didn't matter how hard you studied, every time the brain just... It was these experiences that cut the ice, but it was the experiences outside of class that bonded us all on a personal level. Whether it was lunches with our study groups or socials with the class, we've all gotten to know each other on a much more personal level. It's at these events that we start talking about our hobbies, about our families, our dreams, and our ambitions. Things much more important than topics found in school. We found out how ridiculous and weird all us tax kids are, making the class even more fun, because we're no longer scared of talking out in class. And the audit kids probably know that. Once they're in there, we just pipe up. It's through all these experiences, though, and I'm sure you can all agree, we've made friends for a lifetime. It's today that we've gathered to celebrate the conclusion of this chapter in our lives. A chapter filled with a focus on our education. A chapter we've been writing for the last 5 years, finally to be close. It's the conclusion of a time in our lives we'll never relive again. We'll be starting a new chapter, a chapter full of tax, triple monitors, and code sections. There are moments this past year which I'm sure we've been dying to conclude, but many of these moments and experiences we'll miss. The warm memories that will live in our minds forever. The memories of learning how to play the infamous handball at Wrestler's House, our beer Olympics tournament. The memory of the beer tourney at the Duchess, watching the Super Smash Bros. Jump on one another's shoulders, barely pulling it off, but doing it quite nicely. The memory of the bus ride to the casino, whatever bus you may have been on. The lack of memories on the return home. The memory of taking a charter bus to the horse races, the hats, mint juleps, and the attempts at choosing horses to win, which I think we can all conclude that is impossible. These are the memories that we'll take with us. It's been an amazing year, guys. We've been through a lot, and I'm honored to have been chosen to speak for you all. It's been a blast getting to know you all on a personal level. You're a truly amazing group of individuals, and I think my cell phone's going on. I don't know if you want to say. My alarm went off. It's a very interesting time. I'm honored though, and I just killed that moment. I apologize, guys. You are truly an amazing group of individuals that I've been fortunate enough to get to know, and I'm excited to see where we all end up after we put in our time with these farms. I'd like to thank my family for making me who I am today. I don't think I would exude as much love as I do if I didn't get so much from home. Steve, thanks for the education on craps. Rich, thanks for preparing us for tests that we'll never finish. Elisa, thanks for being so caring in and out of class. Jason, your jokes and enthusiasm are unmatched. We can't wait to see you hit full stride as an educator. And Francine, thanks for all the talks and all the things you've done for me and this entire program. And I'd like to give a special thanks to Bill Ressler. On behalf of myself and the entire class. I've never met anyone in my life with so much optimism and the ability and desire to empower people around him, even at the cost of himself. A man who truly wants everyone around him to succeed. I remember one time sitting at the Duchess, one of many, and I was sitting with Ressler with some partners, and we were drinking while I was going through recruitment looking for a job. I made some smart-ass joke in front of the partners that wasn't heard, but Ressler noticed. And I'll never forget when he looked up and there was a look in his eyes, and it was like a little bit of comfort and just encouragement, despite what was probably a bad joke. But he gave it to me, and he smiled. And this is someone who sacrifices his time and devotes himself to bettering his students. And I'm sure that anyone who's met him has experienced this kindness and selflessness from Bill at some point. So, thank you, Bill, for influencing us all and being the catalyst to our bonding and the director to our successful futures. And that is it for me. And now Professor Paul Rose will speak. Thank you.